Welcome to Innervision FM. This is Johnny J. Man, my brain is fried. We were working on some stuff before, getting some new t-shirts up with some sort of like going back to old school and going back up to the new school thing. But that's what we're doing. So we thank people for coming. Don't forget to like, share, support our nonprofit with your donations and support us with I don't know if you want to volunteer for Innovation. I'm sure we can find some stuff for you to do. Um, but it's just a matter of you going to the website and logging in and go from there and becoming a part of what we do here at Innovation FM. I think Alan C, he probably got sick after eating that. It was called a Mexican pastry. It was just basically like frosting on some toast. And Alan, he says he's 40 pounds under, but some of the stuff that he eats is amazing for the age that he is, but it works for him, I guess. And then Hey Joe, he's been doing some stuff uh, because I think the in the Philippines that it's a not tornado, what not tornado, what is it? Volcano has been erupting, and it's not too far from him and where he lives and so forth. And then they've been dealing with a lot of rain. They get a lot of rain during the wintertime. And so in the Philippines, it's a little bit different than it is here in the USA. Yes. Yeah, we are very different. It's like a tropical island type mixture and all that kind of stuff. But it is fun. It's it's fun to have new experiences and he moved. Yeah. And his hair probably grows a lot faster out there. I noticed when I was in California because it was like it was more moisture in the air. It was fantastic for the hair, but the people were just too crazy. And I said, nah, I don't want to. I grew up with a lot of normal people, and maybe there was some normal from there sprinkle around, but I met a lot of crazy people, especially when you go to Hollywood. It's and yesterday I saw that one we were talking about uh, Stallone selling his dog when he first made his first movie, and I've looked at it. Maybe I think Alan might have said indicated that not clear enough that it was a part of the family that Stallone had to sell to get enough money to do whatever he was doing. But no offense, Alan didn't mean it. Whatever he said, I have to go over and look over the clip because I just saw that. And then you guys really started watching some other ones, the shorts that we put out there. But anyway, we're going to talk about the Supremes, pop culture, Marilyn Monroe, Martin Luther King, um, a a bunch of other things. But so in 1970, and I'm not sure if it was on the Ed Sullivan Show or what show it was at the time, but the Supremes and her did their last show in the 1970, and I remember I met one of the singers of the Supreme. I used to go to this camp called Camp Broomfield in Malibu, California, and different people would come to volunteer there, and different like movie stars, like actors and TV stars. They would come and Gabe Kaplan, a lot of different like people in the industry, and so he would invite them to come up, and so we had a chance to meet a lot of the Hollywood stars and things of that sort. And then if you remember the movie Mask with Cher, they did like a movie about a gentleman named Rocky. So, um, but yeah, I met one of the Supremes there. I don't remember if it was this which one it was. Let's see, but I don't have to guess that much. Okay. Hmm. Was it Mary Wells? What was the name of the Supremes? Diana Ross, Mary Wilson, and Florence Ballard. And I don't remember which one of them I met. Seeing somebody in person and seeing them on TV are two different things. So it's like, and then they're wearing these flashy dresses. But when she was at the camp, she was wearing blue jeans, a blouse, and that. So, and she was about, let's see, that was 1978. So that was like 8 years after they finally did their final show. So anyway, so and then Don also went on to do a solo career, and we went to see a production of this of Motown, and they broke off and told a little bit about Barry White and his relationship with Diana Ross. And then they made this movie, Do You Know Where You're Going to? Do You Like the da, 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 da? I can't remember the name of the movie. Um, I don't remember the name of the movie, but he really poured some money into her to be a screen star. And then she played Dorothy in The Wiz. Not, yeah, Dorothy. Yeah, she played Dorothy in The Wiz, which people always just like this other actress who was uh, uh, in movies, and she was older than the characters that she was playing. They would say like, well, maybe I don't know if Dinah's, Dorothy was more like a teenager, and Dinah's this 20-something-year-old woman, and so how critics are. They always want to you know make a fuss about something. So anyway, so yeah, interesting. The movies are interesting, and Mahogany, that was the name of the movie. Man, those things just pop back in your mind. Selena Gomez reunites with Miley Cyrus at the Golden Club event, and I guess these guys started out as very young ladies in the show business part, and so that was kind of nice for them to get together and so catch up on what's been happening, because I guess in the business one is going one direction, another's going another direction, and unless they're opening up for you or part of uh, the show that you're doing, you're not gonna really see them that much. And so these both these ladies can successfully transferred into music and into movies. Yeah. Now, Miley Cyrus, she said she would love to return back to movies. They're just looking for the right project to get to. And we caught her at the Palm Springs event, International Film Festival. So she started talking about that and wanted to meet some creative people there and maybe strike up something. And then I think she did like a 2025, what was it, a 2025 visual concept album, Something Beautiful. If you had a chance to check that out, leave a comment below to tell me what you think about that particular film and what you thought about it. And Hannah Montana and Black Mirror. I don't know. I think I've seen some of those, the Black Mirror, I think on Netflix, and pretty interesting concept. So if you watch the Black Mirror or Hannah Montana, tell us what you think. Hey, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a super chat because we got some new. We're gonna have some new t-shirts up, new coffee mugs. And because one of our volunteers was trying to buy the Innervision t-shirt. If you're having problems buying any of our Innervision t-shirts, and you go on our website, innervisionrecords.org, we just found out I used to do these t-shirts old school way. I would take them down to the printing shop when we had one just right up the street. They would print out the t-shirts, and I would buy like 400 t-shirts. I would get a grand, buy 400 t-shirts, and then I would keep them here. And then as people ordered, I would, get a package and then mail them out. Well, there's a company that came out that they do it. They have the factory and they just ship it off from there. And I said, why should I have all these t-shirts here and doing all this labor here when I can have a company that was meant for that uh, do it? And so we have it priced at a reasonable price where we get a little donation from it. And so we appreciate you going to our website, innervisionrecords.org, clicking on the either donate button or clicking on the t-shirt button and getting yourself one of our Innervision FM t-shirts or Innervision Records t-shirts. All right. All right. Now, satire and comedy from the Babylon Bee. I like this. Here's one for you. Democrats are saying things would be more safer if Republicans and lawmakers would just stop um, obeying the law. This is crazy. Um, so they just wish they would stop enforcing the law and just let anarchy go on. So that's right. And this next one, Somalis demand that Americans stop judging them by their character and uh, that's really wild. And just judge them by their actions, maybe. Well, okay, if you guys stop doing what you're doing and ripping off us, I guess these Americans will stop judging you by the content of your character, which is you wear it on your sleeve, right? And on Nextdoor, I've been having this conversation with a bunch of people. I just put down something very simple about in Colorado, Polis, this guy couldn't read the signs. He couldn't barely speak English, and he ended up not being able to driving this big rig truck and running into many people and unaliving four of them. So the jury of his peers gave him 110 years. Well, Kim Kardashian comes in, and I don't know, baby got back. I don't know what turned Governor Polis' head. He decided to reduce the sentence down to 9 years. Now here's this guy, he unalived four people. And Polis thought, you know, 110 years for the lives of four people that are not going to come back, that's too much. But Tina Peters, we had to give her 9 years for um, taking images of the voting after the voting was done. It wasn't took during the voting. It wasn't took a day after voting. It was took many days after before Janet Griswold said she was going to do the trusted bill, which would have wiped out any information, which it did wiped out the information that Tina Peters took pictures of. So she's a five-star mom, and she is now spending time because Polis thinks that it was just more terrible what she did than what the guy who unalived 4 people. Go figure. Craziness. Um, uh, he that has the beat at two makes the law. I don't know what that means. But anyway, now this is a warning sign for you people that are that trigger people get triggered. It's a satire. They're gonna joke about a lot of stuff, and it's just satire. So, get your underwear out of a bundle and realize he's just joking. Now, artists' birthdays. Let's see whose birthday was this month. Guitar Robbie Williams, January 13th, 1974, was his birthday. Pop rock. He's from the UK, so our audience from the UK, you probably know Robbie Williams, guitarist, which 13 has always been a good number for me. Now, this this next one, this name, Said Adu, born January 16th, 1959. Oh, good year. Um, Timeless soul and pop and R&B legend. Oh, it's her, known for her smooth voice and genre bending and just divine sound and all that kind of things. Oh, Dolly Parton, my lady. Okay, her birthday is January 19th. We just went to see a show featuring her, and she was on video and talking about her music. So, and she's the one who wrote the song, of course, "I Will Always Love You," that was sung by Whitney Houston. And yes, yes. So her music spans country, rock, and pop, and very, very diverse artist. Now, let's see. MLK, January 19th, that parade is coming up this coming Monday. So I think Colorado is listed as having one of the biggest parades in the United States. So hopefully it won't be snowing that day. And oh man, what I dread, and Ashley Straswell, she invited a lot of Republicans to come there because when there's only Democrats there, you just hear just a lot of just propaganda, and it just drives me crazy because here I know the other side of the story, and then they just know the lies and propaganda parts of the story. And if they're the only ones there, then we can't even it out and say, "Hey, you got this Democrat spreading his garbage. Let's get a Republican up there to bring the other side, and maybe even have some independents up there." So so we're honoring him, and he stood for a lot of good things, and he would be shocked at what's happening uh, with the young people and some of the things that are happening today with the black youth and the NWACP, whatever. Uh, I don't even know why that organization is still around because they don't really do nothing for black. When they were gonna say you can't use SNAP food stamps to buy junk food, you must buy real food. The NAACP chimed in and said that is racist. You should let black people buy junk food and buy sodas. And I'm thinking like, crawl back underneath the rock that you guys came from. You guys really don't do anything relevant. You're just on your knees for the Democrats, and just wear those knee pads out, if you know what I'm saying. So anyway, so his Martin Luther King's Oh yeah, and we did this. We went to the Martin Luther King concert yesterday. What happens usually sometimes before, and it was with the Colorado Symphony, and it was Tony Exum, which he's a very famous saxophone player here in Colorado and probably regionally as well, Atlanta and a few other places. And the singer, I don't know, remember her name, but she had a very a good voice. And then we had this news announcer that she comes from California back to Denver. She's from Denver, and she said, "Take a breath." As our government is just stressing you out, I was like, it's not stressing me out. That's what I voted for. You know, MAGA all the way, if you know what I'm saying. So, as, mm, her name is Anna Maria High, High. High. So, very good singer, and they had quite a few award women. They had this guy, Channel 9 News, once again, another propaganda guy. So he got an award, and I might even try to apply for one of his grants, but he'll probably see that I don't vote the way Cal Clark is his name. Um, but we'll see uh, if I can slip in a grant under him. And let's see what else. And it was nice food from nice food from a church. A little bit salty, but it was nice. Um, so that was kind of fun. So it was a nice event. A lot of people there. Wellington Webb and Mrs. Webb who petitioned for the Martin Luther King to become a national holiday. She was there, and was Wellington Webb. So anyway, and so we'll see if she's at the Murray Monday too. Now, we want to guys remind you to check out Johnny J AI Krew. That's Krew experience, and also Mike Johnson, Never Derailed, and he's dropping songs every week. So you might go uh, to I got distracted. Somebody is chatting, and I'm trying to answer answer the chat here and do the show at the same time. Hey, so we're gonna end the show, and we want you to email us at johnny@innervisionrecords.org. That's johnny@innervisionrecords.org. And if you want to promote your business, it's just a little donation of $25. And if you want to be interviewed on our band, johnny@innervisionrecords.org, and we'll try to get you on the show. And that's gonna be so you have a fantastic weekend. And hopefully we'll see you after the Martin Luther King parade Monday. So have an excellent holiday. If you have the day off that day, do something positive, like each one teach one, and let it be that way. And get saved if you can. Go to church and get blessed.